Today, I will be rolling Percy, Sir Percival Frederickstein von Musel-Klosowski de Rollo III.
I love those dice.
I know, they're super cool.
I'm obsessed with those dice. I need those dice. I need to chew them.
It does crack me up that the 1 is kind of like bathed in gold. It makes the 20 really easy to see.
Thank God, because some dice are so hard to read.
I know. That's one of the things I like about some of the Critical Role dice, like the Keyleth dice. These are super easy to read. I'll be rolling Keyleth for the next episode, but
I will roll them for this episode.
yeah,
So
they're super easy to read. I like them a lot.
come on. Come on. There we go.
Yeah.
I love the 20.
Yeah, the 20 her antlers.
Yeah. You ready to roll?
Always.
Like the rollo? Rolling?
Absolutely not.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, roll. Oh.
Average.
Average.
So over under 10.
Over.
Over under 15.
Under.
Over under 13.
Over.
Under.
I got a 14.
Rolled an 11. Rolled a 14 that time though.
Take it away, Allison.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie and this is Meg, and today we are watching The Legend of Vox Machina, Season 3, Episode 7, Cloak and Dagger. Meg and I are excited to be getting into this episode. This episode is one that I've been dreading, looking forward to, kind of in equal rights, because Meg and I know what's going to happen. We have seen this show before if you are new to our channel. We do also tend to take notes, so if you see us looking down or seemingly not paying attention, one, we've seen the show before, so we don't really need to watch every single thing, but also two, we're just making notes because at the end of our video, we come together and talk about things in the episode that we notice, D&D mechanics, story beats or elements, things that we just want to talk about. Megan has watched the Vox Machina campaign. I have not, but I've seen all the other ones, including currently campaign 4, which is wonderful. Meg and I are ready to get into this, I think. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Not sure what you hope to accomplish, Anna.
It's her backstory.
Your gifts will change the world, Anna. But it's up to you to decide how to use them.
The assembly.
Okay, that's terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the assembly, bro. That was Liam. Did that shout. That's 5 fireballs coming at you.
Not great.
Fuck you, Trent Ickathon. I love disintegrate.
Holy shit. Oh no. I do feel really bad for Anna, but she does some really fucked up shit.
I mean, she had a rough childhood, and it's not her fault that these things happened to her, but it's exactly as her father said, like it's what she chooses to do with her knowledge and her talent, and what she chooses to do is horrible things. You're watching the episode right now. Haha, wish we were. We're in the middle of a fucking commercial break right now. But here's what you guys need to know. One, if you notice that the aspect ratio just changed on the screen share, it's because my dumbass didn't put it in full screen. That's on me, y'all. Hopefully it looks fine now. Thank you for listening.
She used the attack to cover while she raided our reserves.
Ugh.
Ripley has a mind for machines, not magic. Why would she need residuum?
I may have a theory.
Damn, I could have rolled the residuum dice today instead.
Oh yeah, you coulda. I think Percy fit very well though.
Oh, I could check with my old contacts in the clasp. If anyone knows how to catch a snake, it's a guild of thieves. No need. I've got her. Obsidian thermite, a rare rock scorched by divine fire during the calamity.
Calamity.
Let's hope you're right.
We'll leave it first light then.
Right. Side note. Where is Scanlan?
Hopefully having better luck than we are.
See about that.
Too late. You weren't in bed this morning?
Oh.
Acting like we don't know.
Right? How dumb do they think we are?
They've desecrated every room in Scanlan's chateau. I heard him on the billiard table, just like pounding
We
it out.
get it.
I love Pike.
Wind up in the ocean, so boat then?
No. We fly.
I guess if Keyleth can just wild shape, she doesn't need to worry about an hour for polymorph. Does wild shape just last as long as you want it to?
Duration of wild shapes equal to half your druid level, rounded down. So if you're level 8, then it'd be 4 hours.
Why is this so important anyway? Hold that thought. What is that?
Let's go tell the others.
I can't really think of anything more uncomfortable to fly on than a fucking broom.
That's convenient.
And probably crawling with traps. Let me borrow that a tick.
Oh.
Why don't you explode your own breakfast?
Travis.
A message from Ripley.
The Derolo crest.
Something's not right. That was easy. Almost.
Almost too easy.
I'm so sorry. I've just always wanted to say that. She's. I love Pike.
It's so funny.
Pike is so good.
I've been pressing you about this. I'm in love with
Ooh.
The sun behind him.
I love this.
Sun shining on her for the first time.
In the shadow.
Ah, lighting. Lighting.
So powerful.
Tells a story in and of itself.
It does.
Got that Vax treatment for real.
What can I say? It's the twins.
It's a twin thing.
Too quiet. I'm sorry.
Look at Vex's face.
Pike.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, there were some guards.
Uh-oh. Damn, Ripley, how much time did you have?
That was cool. That was a good wipe.
That's so fucked. Okay. Damn.
Hello, Percival. You're late. Welcome to your factory. A production line powered by a
She's so crazy.
Yeah.
So this is what you've been up to, apart from decimating my home.
I did you a favor. You always despised your noble duties.
How dare you!
And once my delirium gas tears through the minds of
Why
your
does she
fellows,
kind of have his
you'll be
haircut
free of
too?
all
She's just obsessed with him.
They both got fucked up hands. They both kind of got the same hairdo.
Look at yourself, already trying to solve it. Why do you fight this, Percy?
Bitch, because fuck you, that's why.
It's who you are.
I've changed. I'm rid of Orthax now.
A costly mistake on your part, but this partnership is unbroken.
My favorite evil bird.
I welcomed the insight, the clarity, the power.
I love how his eyes look with the green in the background.
Both our families away. That thirst for payback. It's not why Orthax was drawn to us. It's why we were drawn to Orthax.
You're right.
Oh, cool.
We're very similar, Anna. I'm not perfect. But my imperfections don't make me weaker. They make me who I am.
Nice, Percy.
Well, him showing the glove was a little bit of a Chekhov's gun instance there of like, hey, just remember I have an electric hand, right?
Yeah.
Fine. It's time to settle.
Whoa. Her eyes.
Everlight?
As I warned, she will not be there.
Oh, that's right.
Kiki!
Good shot, babe.
Yeah.
This is useless, Percy. Our weapons are ready to ship. I'm simply finishing what you couldn't.
I forgot about the weird arm thing. It freaks me out. I don't love it.
Please. Please don't leave me. Please.
Ooh.
What? It didn't work.
She's gotta be a fucking ASMR because that's fucking healing hands, which can cure fucking poisons or diseases.
Mikey, did I hurt you again?
No, buddies. I'm just fucking spent.
Well, that's also foreshadowing because they're letting you know early that she doesn't have any healing left.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They're clever. They're clever. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. Fuck you though, guys, still, but I'll give you that.
Good job, writers.
Sam Riegel, you will be hearing from me.
Your friends aren't here to save you this time, Percival.
Black powder. Not a good spot to roll out.
Uh-oh.
Unless...
7, 6.
Anime ass run.
It really is. Uh-oh.
Wait! Orthax!
I'm mad as hell that didn't kill her. Me and Baldur's Gate 3 with my smoke powder barrel, so...
Always clever, Percival. And now revenge is yours. You can watch me burn.
No, Percy, no, 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 no. Mistake.
I know what that demon feels like. It's hatred burning in your veins. Death would be mercy. But I can help rid you of Orthax. After time and penance, you could find a better way.
Percy tries to be good. He tries. The glow of the gun is diabolical. Fuck you.
It's because her deal with Orthax is done.
Can't.
Please don't leave me.
They didn't need to make the song that good is my only thing. Like that wasn't necessary, Matt Mercer. How you feeling, Meg?
Mad. How are you feeling?
I think that's normal. I think it's an expected response to what you and I perceive as unfairness.
Should show her mercy, and she just shot him in the chest.
Okay, Meg. That was Legend of Vox Machina Season 3, Episode 7. What did you think?
I like this episode, but I dread it.
That's fair. That's what I said earlier, so I get it.
Vex has already gone through a lot, and Percy has had so much growth, and for that growth just to end up him, being killed, it's really sad.
It opens up what I consider to be a very interesting facet of forgiveness, which is sometimes forgiveness isn't the right choice. Which is funny because I think there are a lot of people in the world that believe that forgiveness is like the final state of, that's what, now, I don't want to speak out of turn. I myself am not religious. Meg is religious-ish, kind of. She's dealt with religion.
I grew up in the Bible Belt.
She grew up in Bible Belt, so it's kind of, she's learned it. But for me, I think of a lot of religions as ways to find meaning for people doing things that they feel guilty for. I think a lot of people use religion, specifically Christianity and Catholicism, as a way to give meaning to both their lives and what they do, and also to forgive themselves for things that they perceive as slights. And so there are people in the world who believe that to forgive is the greatest thing that you can do. If someone says, oh, well, this person killed my son in a drunk driving incident, but I forgive him. That is their way of saying, I'm better than you. I'm above you. I forgive you. What you did to me no longer matters. And then there are some people like me who believe that sometimes forgiveness will never be enough. And sometimes it is not warranted. You do not have to forgive everyone for their mistakes, especially if it's a mistake against you or a slight against you. So I am fascinated by the response to this episode in like, Percy is not necessarily wrong in what he's believing, but Anna is so far gone that she is not redeemable. That is the difference between her and Percy, is that they're not the same because Percy has been redeemed through his love for Vex and Anna has no one. So she's not redeemed. It's fascinating.
I guess I'll just go quickly through my notes, and you want to fill?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
We open up this episode to Anna Ripley, and we see her backstory and that her dad was tragically killed by Igathon.
Trent Igathon. Yes. That fucking dick.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here.
I mean, quite literally, no. That guy fucking sucks.
Yeah, fuck that guy. We found out that the dragon attack was basically staged by Ripley, that she was able to get into Whitestone and steal all the residuum, all their whole stash and everything. And they question why she would need the residuum, and they go on the journey to be able to find Ripley. Percy wants him and Vex to tell the group about them, even though the group already clearly knows. And my white pipe said they literally went in every single room that they could in Scanlan's mansion and just desecrated it.
Devious.
So that's really funny, kind of seeing the two sides of the coin, being like, oh, should we tell him? I'm trying to keep a secret, when very clearly it's not a secret. Everyone clearly knows. But Vex thinks that it's going to change everything when clearly it hasn't, because everyone already knows. It's just kind of her being in her own head. And also, it kind of makes you wonder, like, is it just that? Or do you just not want to say anything? Like, also, when Percy proclaimed his love for Vex, saying he was in love with her, that Allie and I were kind of talking about the lighting in this episode. And one thing about me is I love lighting. And lighting can tell a lot and create completely different mood, atmosphere, everything. Lighting is so powerful that the sun was shining behind him and it was shining onto Vex. And there's like this warm, beautiful, bright light and just kind of welcoming her in. And she takes a step back into the shadows. She's not ready yet. She's not quite there. And that's what she's kind of hiding back into the shadows, which is kind of reflecting on what I said earlier about, is that truly the reason Vex doesn't want to tell the party about her and Percy? Later on, we saw that Vex actually tripped a wire, which released a trap, releasing a gas that kind of showed the whole party their worst nightmares, like horrible, horrible hallucinations that clearly very much terrified them. Ripley and her little, I guess you could call them minions,
Yes,
people.
her henchmen.
Her henchmen, that's the word I'm looking for. Not the little yellow guys with the goggles.
I
Then I'm
hate the
mad.
minions. They freak me out. Keep them away from me.
Ripley has her henchmen go retrieve Percy and bring him back into the area. Percy's actually able to see the monster that he created. Because he created the pepper box and had to deal with Orthax, all of this happened. He got to see. Clearly, we saw before a little bit of an idea of what Ripley was trying to do when she had like the armor, like the vestige and everything. And Percy, got out the first time. This time, it's a lot bigger of a scale. She's clearly been working very hard. So, yeah, he got to fully see the monster he created, and he really fed Ripley. And like you said, she's too far gone. And I think Percy does feel that guilt. That's why he forgives her and tries to give her another chance. I think he feels a little guilty. He's like, I'm responsible for this. And so maybe that could be a little reason why he showed her mercy, which kind of backfired. We saw the weird Orthax arm that
Yeah,
Ripley
that
had.
arm, it freaks me out. I don't like it. One arm would have been good enough. Two is excessive.
Allie and I were kind of talking about how Pike is probably an ASMR.
If you saw me looking down there while Meg was talking, I promise I was just looking up some stuff that I was planning on talking about, but we can talk about it now if you want to talk about it. ASMR stuff.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I also just have 2 more notes, but we can talk about it.
Well, finish up your notes and then we'll go into whatever the fuck's going on with Pike.
My last 2 notes was that, of course, Percy shot and killed, but one thing is that it's really interesting how they handle his death so differently in the campaign than in the show. Because in the campaign, they resurrected him pretty quickly. They just took him to a temple.
Yep.
And so, but here they really play it out to show the emotion, the time he's gone. Like it really, really pulls on your heartstrings.
I have a theory about that.
Pray tell, Allison, that is the end of my notes.
My theory is that because this season came out after they dropped the Mighty Nein, or after they dropped the news that the Mighty Nein was coming out, because we all know, you and me know especially, that the Mighty Nein has been in production for far longer than audiences have known about it, because that's how production works. So probably since season 1 or season 2 of Vox Machina, Mighty Nein has been in production. Animation also takes a long time as well.
I think season 2.
Well, I think it would have been after the success of season 1 of Vox Machina. Then they renewed it for season 2 and season 3, and they probably greenlit Mighty Nein at the same time.
My theory about that is because Travis talked about how in season 2 they didn't realize like how successful the show was going to be. They crammed so much in season 2 of Vox Machina. That's why they decided to slow it down a lot in Mighty Nein because they know that people are going to want to see the entire story instead of things being smushed in.
Right.
So that's what makes me think end of season 2, like around there maybe.
I think it would have been while they were writing season 2. I think around season 2 is a fair bet, because I remember hearing Travis say that they shopped Vox Machina around for a while. To shop something means to take the scripts and the packages associated with it, whether it's art and animation, whether it's what's called a pitch deck, which is something that you put together when you're showing scripts off to different companies or different producers or directors or studios to see if anyone will pick it up. That's what it means to shop a script. But while they were shopping it around, they kept getting no's. So they shopped Vox Machina around for a while before Amazon finally greenlit it. And then once Amazon took it, they only signed on for a single season, I think, at first. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm pretty sure it was one season at first because they did the Kickstarter. So they raised
so much money in such a short amount of time.
$14 million in like 75 days or something like that. Something crazy. Yeah. Well, they raised like $4 million in like the first day, if I remember correctly. I mean, their goal was like 100,000 or something, and it would have gotten them one episode, but they were basically able to greenlight an entire show, which ended up being for their benefit. They take the year or two to work on season 1, and then when season 2 comes out, they greenlight season 2 after seeing the success. I bet when Travis and Sam were in talks with Amazon, they said, well, hey, look, we saw how successful Vox Machina was. We have a secondary show that's going to be even more popular because it's our most popular campaign. What are your thoughts on that? Amazon was probably like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I think why they did what they did with Percy, which we'll see in the next couple episodes, which is basically just they didn't immediately revive him, is because there is a major character death in the Mighty Nein that they have to make believable. And right now, in Vox Machina, Vex has already died and been revived fairly quickly. What is the fear of death if revival magic exists? That's the ploy of D&D. There's no reason to be afraid of dying. Just get a cleric, have someone revive them. Pray to your god, divine intervention. There's a bunch of different ways to bring a soul back in D&D. In the instance of the Mighty Nein, that soul does never come back. It doesn't return. So because that soul never returns to the body, it's an interesting precedent to have set early on in this world of like, oh, by the way, death isn't always final. There are people who come back from death. They needed to show people who weren't fans of the campaign, who were just watching an animated show for the first time, that like, hey, by the way, you can die in this. Because also, too, there's a major character death at the end of this campaign and will be at the end of the show that they need to feel plausible and need to feel real. And so Percy is kind of the stepping stone for that. What they do with him here in season 3 is kind of the building blocks of like, don't forget, Percy eventually comes back, but it takes a long time for them to bring him back. And it takes a lot of magic to bring him back. It's not always easy. It's not as easy as just having a cleric do revivify within a minute.
No. And even after you're revived, it's going to be harder each time.
Yes, it gets harder each time and the price goes up. I mean, the resurrection spell, which is like a 7th or 8th level, costs like 25,000 gold worth of jewels and stuff to make it work. Yeah. it's bonkers. That's my theory, is that they did what they did with Percy to make sure people knew, hey, by the way, you can die in this game. And people will die.
Oh, ASMRs.
ASMRs, that's right. We did want to talk about Pike. We've mentioned this before. This all comes up from what Xerxes says when Pike is in the Hells of Despathe. Xerxes says there's something about her blood. And then there's this moment here in this episode where Pike's magic fails her, but her blood doesn't. Upon first instance, assumed, oh, well, it's because she's a child of Sarenrae, like a literal child. Sarenrae, of course, the Everlight, played by Ashley Johnson in EXU Downfall. I think it was either Downfall or Divergence. I'm pretty sure it was Downfall. I get those two confused sometimes. Ashley Johnson made the point that Sarenrae, when she was living a mortal life, had children who went on and out into the world being guided by Purvan Sul. So Purvan, the Matron of Ravens champion, watched over the Everlight's children and watched over them and protected them. So we know that they survived, or at least to the very extent survived into some sort of adulthood. So I have always thought they are setting Pike up to be one of the descendants of the Everlight, just because I think that's really cool for Ashley's character, who is not really her character, but is Matt's character, the Everlight, to have given birth to, in some way, shape, or form, her current and first character. I love that. I know there are some people that are not a huge fan of that idea. I personally am a big fan of it. I like that idea. I like that that ties it together. It makes sense. Like Pike's family was devoted to the Everlight as well. It just kind of tracks for her. The thing with being an ASMR is ASMRs have an ability called Healing Hands, which is different than what I originally thought it was. This is my mistake, was getting it confused with Lay on Hands, which is a paladin feature, which paladins will get something called like a pool of healing that they can use, and it's usually like equal to a certain amount of numbers times your paladin level or something. It's like 5 times your paladin level, I think. Basically what you can do is you can expend that pool to heal people, and you can heal 27 points or 32 points or 50 points at a time if you decide how much you want to expend. But you can also choose to neutralize the effects of a poison or a disease, because that's an ability the paladins have. What Pike was doing in this episode struck me very much as like that feature, that Lay on Hands feature, but Pike is not a paladin. So then I thought, well, what are other spells that neutralize poisons? And there's, of course, Lesser Restoration or Greater Restoration. That would make sense if it was one of those 2 spells that she was casting, because if she cast Lesser Restoration 4 times, that's 4 spell slots that she has to use. And that could explain why she was out of spells. I don't know what that was, that ability that she has, but to me, if they reveal that she's an ASMR, I will not be surprised. Not in the slightest.
I agree with you. It feels like it kind of is leading up to that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think the very specific iteration of like her blood, she doesn't know how pure she is. She doesn't know like what's running through her veins, like very clearly specifies that there is something about her intrinsically that is different or other. And for me, knowing that Ashley played the Everlight, it makes perfect sense for me to think that that would also indicate that Pike is a child of the Everlight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just a thought I had. I will quickly run over the rest of my notes. Of course, we saw the disgusting Trent Ickithong. We also heard mention of the Assembly, which is the kind of congregation of wizards out of Rexcentrum over in Wildmount in the Empire, who are kind of like the heads and the leaders of what is the largest school of arcana, which we'll talk about in the Mighty Nein. And the Assembly, some bad folks over there, let me tell you. Some not bad folks as well. We also learned there was over 500 people dead in the attack on Whitestone. Very sad. Whitestone literally cannot catch break. It is so like Whitestone is to this world what New York City is to the MCU. Like, it just keeps getting fucked up over and over and over again. It's like, damn, we gotta have the apocalypse at 4 o'clock? Sure. We also had this really interesting iteration. Meg talked about this a bit of Percy and Vex's dynamic of it's funny to me that Percy is the one that wants to bring their relationship out into the public, that he's the one that's been hinting at and pointing at fingers at the fact that he wants more from this. He doesn't want it to be a secret. He's not trying to hide it anymore, and Vex is the holdout. But given what we know about Vex, it does make sense that she's a little bit more standoffish when it comes to love and romance. But
those damn twins
harkens back to mine and Meg's favorite film thing, which is I love you, we're gonna be okay, everything's fine, nothing bad's gonna happen, and then that person immediately dies. I've said this a bajillion times on this channel, but like if a character ever says we're gonna be fine, everything's okay, everything's good, or confesses something that they've been holding on to, dead, instantly dead. It's such a mean tactic in screenwriting because you're like, oh no, they just admitted it. Oh, and now it's gone.
Fuck you guys.
Even if I didn't have the knowledge that he died on Glintshore, I think I could have been like, oh, it's going to be this episode, isn't it? I think I could have figured it out. So I think that that's very funny. We talked about the light and dark, the shadows showing. There's a really interesting bit of that light and dark with on Vex and Percy when he's confessing his love for her that I really think is more of like a metaphorical thing.
For sure.
One of my favorite elements of that, though, is the idea that Percy is facing away from the light, facing into the shadow, trying to pull her into it.
Yeah.
And when she recedes into it, he follows, like that kind of thing. And I think that is very much explains the mindset that Vex has of I'm just going to drag him down with me. It's really clever. And I don't think if people know to look for it, they might not draw that conclusion from it. Very specifically, Percy facing the light, being bathed in the light of the Dawnfather, who presides over Whitestone, where his home is, looking into the sunlight and turning away from it to face Vex and to confess all this to her, being haloed by sunlight. And she just thinks, I can't do this to him. I ruin everything I touch. My love is poison. She sinks into the shadows and unwittingly draws him with her. It's very, very, very clever storytelling.
I loved it.
I love it. It's great. It's one of my favorite instances of just like pure animation telling a story as opposed to dialogue or body
show
language.
Not tell.
Like show not tell. Very much. I love a good show not tell. It's great. This slight foreshadowing of Pike saying that she's spent, so letting the audience know very early on that all her healing magic is gone. Hopefully nothing horrible happens.
Yeah. I don't think anything bad will happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good. And then the last note that I had was just that Percy tries to show that he's changed, tries to show mercy, and it gets him killed, ultimately. And I talked about this kind of at the top of our discussion, but I think it really stems to Percy was redeemed because he found love, and Anna never was. And that same mindset is going to come back up in the Mighty Nein as well. If you know, you know.
Can't wait.
Yes, I can't wait either. But that was the last of my notes, Meg.
Well...
You want to do the outro? Or you want me to do it?
I immediately, when I said, well, your eyes shot up so fast. You're like,
is she going to do it? Guys, Meg's been practicing doing the outro. It's very cute. Give her lots of applause.
Sure, I'll do it. More practice.
You got it. Should we start doing rollies for the outro too? It's up to you, Meg.
All right, I'll do it.
You're gonna do it? You got it.
I'll do it. Just you watching me. Look away. Look away. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. You turned your ass back around right now. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Allie and I. Allie is here. Thanks for being here. We really, really appreciate it. If you want to check us out, we also have a Patreon. If you want to go check that out for our arcane reactions, they are the higher quality ones.
I just swallowed wrong. Sorry. It went down the wrong pipe. Sorry. Continue.
All right. Before you start this. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Now I'm like, what do I say?
You were doing fine.
What? I need you to talk louder.
Oh, I said you were doing fine.
I was doing fine? Okay, actually, Allie, I need your support.
You got it, babes. I'm here. You got it.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you want to check out our arcane reactions, we have them here on YouTube, but also on Patreon, where Allie's better version, the version that she would like to put out, but YouTube is difficult with arcane, so we put them on our Patreon. We also have the cutting room floor, which are the bits that don't fit. We have those on our Patreon as well. Those are behind a paywall, though, under the TVMA and explicit tier. Those are $5 and $7 a month. Other than that, Allie, do you have anything to add before we're done and move on to the next one?
No, I think we are all set.
I did it!
You did it!
I did it! All right, guys. Again, thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!